Hello, welcome to the course for geomorphology. In this lecture, we will discuss the geological time scale for the JAYOTI VIDYAPEETH Women's University. Okay, so the topic of today's lecture is the geological time scale. The geological time scale, or GTS, is a system of chronological measurement that describes the timing and relationships between events that have occurred throughout Earth's history. Scientists developed the time scale by studying rock layers and fossils worldwide. Radioactive dating helped to determine the absolute divisions in the time scale. So basically, the geological time scale divides and chronicles Earth's evolutionary history into various periods from the beginning to the present, based on definite events that marked a major change in Earth's physical, chemical, and biological features. Major changes in Earth's physical and biological history stretch over several millions of years, and hence, in the geological time scale, all the divisions are expressed in million years ago. That's MYA. The primarily defined divisions of time are eons: the Hadean, the Archean, the Proterozoic, and Phanerozoic. The first three of these can be referred collectively as the Precambrian supereon. Each eon is subsequently divided into eras, which in turn are divided into periods, which are further divided into epochs. So first is supereon, then there is eon, then there is era, then there is period, and then there is epoch. That is the sequence of these time intervals. Okay. So basically, when we define geological time scale, it is a system of chronological dating that classifies geological strata in time. It's used by geologists, paleontologists, and other earth scientists to describe the timing and relationships of events in geological history. The time scale was developed through the study of physical rock layers and relationships, as well as the times when different organisms appeared, evolved, and became extinct through the study of fossilized remains and imprints. Okay, so it's the geological time scale is the extensive interval of time occupied by the geologic history of Earth. And when we talk about the different supereons, for example, first one is the Hadean eon. In Hadean eon, which is extending or is extended from 4,540 to 4,000 million years ago, it represents the time before a reliable or fossil record of life. Temperatures were extremely hot, and much of the Earth was molten because of frequent collisions with other bodies, extreme volcanism, and the abundance of short lived radioactive elements. Another feature of this eon was that a giant impact collision with a planet sized named Thea approximately 4.5 billion years ago is thought to have formed the moon in that era, in that eon. The moon was subjected to late heavy bombardment. During the late heavy bombardment phase, a disproportionately large number of asteroids are theorized to have collided with the early terrestrial planets in the inner solar system, including Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Volcanic outgassing probably created the primordial atmosphere and then the ocean. The early atmosphere contained almost no oxygen. Over time, the Earth cooled, causing the formation of a salt crust, leaving behind hot volatiles, which probably resulted in a heavy CO2, that's carbon dioxide atmosphere with hydrogen and water vapor. Another feature of this eon is that liquid water oceans existed despite the surface temperature of 230 degrees Celsius, because at an atmosphere at an atmospheric pressure of above 27 atmospheres, it caused the heavy carbon dioxide atmosphere, and water is still liquid in that state. So the main features of these ions that we discussed, another feature is that the cooling that started in this ion, as the cooling continued, dissolving in ocean water removed most of the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Hydrogen and helium are expected to continually escape even to the present day due to atmospheric escape that happened during the Hadean eon. So in this lecture we discussed what a geological time scale is, and how we can divide it into different categories, for example super eon, then eon, uh, as a sequence. When we talk about the sequence, first is the super eon, after the super eon there is eon, and after eon there is era, and after era there is period, and after period there is epoch. So that is the main divisions of this. So in this lecture we discuss these features. In the next lecture we will discuss other features, other categories.